Never going back to a 9 to 5. This journey, I had a lot of people, and I still have a little bit, but I had a lot of people, not supportive. I had a lot of people who were just looking at me like I was crazy. And a lot of people who literally was just like when I would try to talk about it, they would ignore me. They would act like they didn't hear me. They would be looking down at their phone. They would be looking at the walls, and they were like, because it wasn't real to them. It's not something, that normal people do. Normal people go to work and they go to a 9 to 5. Normal people have bosses. Normal people come home at 5 o'clock, sometimes 6, depending on when they get there. Normal people go to a job. And at that point, I told everybody I was no longer going to be normal. And so when you're stepping into that realm, a lot of people, depending on who they are, they cannot relate to you. They after a while, your conversation with them, they're like, I don't like this person anymore. They don't work like me. They don't work the 9 to 5. Because I used to have a lot of friends who would call me and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm not shopping. I'm shopping. I am just out and about. First, I always go get coffee. So a lot of times when people would call me, they'd be like, well, I'm at Starbucks getting my coffee. And they don't have the luxury to do that. And so that's that. And then I'll say, I'm out shopping. I am having a glorious day, and I would tell them, oh my God, it's so beautiful out here. It's so beautiful outside. And I'm going to the next store. Oh, guess what I found? Guess what I did? This, that, and the other. And that's what I used to, have to tell them. And they're like, that's not a real job. Because see, to them, a real job, you're not supposed to have fun at. A real job does not, make you feel happy to go to, for some people. But for me, I knew what, that 9 to 5 felt like. I knew what I didn't no longer want to deal with anymore. And that's why I was 100% sure. Because when I used to work the 9 to 5 and I had the weekends to go out and, thrift, and I had the whatever days and whatever time I was able to have doing that, I was feeling free. I was feeling great. I was feeling like this is what I'm meant to do. So, that changed to someone else. Seems foreign. They don't understand how it is that you can go out shopping all day and they are in a cubicle. So, and there's some people who love the cubicle. There's some people who love the 9 to 5, and that's fine. That's fine. For you, that's fine. But the difference is when it comes into play where you kind of negatively put to a other person who doesn't enjoy the 9 to 5. That's when the lines, I believe, are crossed. Because I had a lot of people who, say they love their 9 to 5s. But, my newfound job, my newfound freedom, they couldn't relate to, and they didn't really want to talk to me about it. And that's where I kind of draw the line where, if you love your 9 to 5 and you can talk about it to me, why can't I love my new job as a business owner, as self-employed, and talk about it to you? So you're going to get that. I feel, as I grow as a business owner, there's just you know, not many people at that level yet to me, to understand what it means and what it's about. So, you know, you're going to get some friends who's going to come around and some friends who are not. So, but that's, you know, my story behind that. And now that I'm full-time at it, people believe that, you know, well, they no longer think I'm crazy, let me say that. But they kind of, a lot of people are a little bit jealous. All people are like, she can't believe she do this for a living. And others are just like, I do not want to talk to her ever, which is fine. And I don't understand those people, and it's really not my job to understand them. I mean, I'm really living my best life. I don't have time to understand why you can't understand my happiness. So, you know, and I think in a job, you have to love what you do. You have to, otherwise it will drain you of every little bit of freedom you feel is freedom. You know, I don't even know how to explain it, but as what I do now, it's a lot more freeing to me than a 9-to-5. And I apparently had the dream job for some people. But for me, it wasn't a dream. It was someone else's dream. Mine's is being a reseller. That's my dream. And hopefully one day I will be able to do, you know, more, you know, become better, become bigger. And I don't really know what, you know, is in store for me. I don't, because as of right now, I love what I do to where I love the smallness of it. I don't want it to get too big just yet, because I guess I like being the only person, you know. I like working with myself. I don't really at this point, because I was a manager at several corporate, you know, companies, and you know, I work with tons of people. And right now I feel I'm gonna work with myself. That's it. I don't want anybody else to work with me. So right now I'm comfortable with what I'm doing with myself, by myself. And it may be different for you, I don't know. And I'm not saying one day I won't you know, hire people or grow into, you know, maybe a store, brick and mortar, I don't know. That time, like I said, just like with this, I'll know, you know, 100% when I get there, what choice to make when I'm ready. So, and that's this, I feel, the advice I give to anyone. You know, just go for it. If you feel it and you know it, no one else is gonna know but you. If you feel it, you know it, do it. When I was researching how to do this and how to be a reseller, what to do, like I said, it was not really many people that were full-time. I would just hear a lot of part-time, and, you know, I still work a second job doing this, but I wanted to be full-time. I wanted it to be my job. And so I think me, you know, sitting down here telling you that it's possible and that you can be full-time at this, will kind of resonate with some people. Because when I first started, you know, when I was telling people I'm going to do this full-time, it was literally a smack in the face. They laughed at me, and there was nobody. Even when I went to, you know, because I did go to the bins. We do have a Goodwill bins, and, you know, because I just love going there because it's a community. You know, you meet tons of people that are doing the same thing you do. But at that time, when I was telling everybody, I was like, no, I just quit my job and I'm going full-time. And it was this one young lady, she's just like, she said this to me, I have never heard of anybody going full-time. I don't even know if you can. That's what she said to me. And I don't talk to her anymore because I haven't seen her, but you can. And I'm a testament You can be full-time on Poshmark, on eBay. You can be a full-time, not only that, reseller on whatever platform you want to do. You can be full-time at it. Just do it. Just put down whatever you're doing, get to work. It's possible. You need to just figure out the main things the main pointers you need to have, main, things, key pointers you need to have, and get it done. And I guarantee you'll see the results. I'm a hard worker in general, but I feel like this isn't that hard for just anyone to be able to pick up and learn and be able to be good at it. Like I said, you can do it if you want to do it. So don't let anyone tell you that this is not possible, that you have to do it part-time, and it's not something that you can live off of. You can live off of it. I live off of my income of it, You just have to just not listen to anyone else but yourself and be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. It is your life. It's the only one you get. So do it the way you want. And I hope you take that not just for this, but for everything in your life. You are the only person that's going to answer to, what you've done, you in your heart. And if you want to miss the ride, living someone else's dream, that's up to you. But I can tell you for myself, like I like to pay my own way. I feel better at the end of the day when I have done what I wanted to do rather than what someone else told me to do, or me doing what someone else is doing. I don't like that. I don't feel good when at the end of the day that I've accomplished anything, because it's my dream, so I'm gonna do it. So if you like this video, stay tuned for other videos. Subscribe below for more content, and thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.